What is up, guys? We're back with another live stream coming at you again. Now, last time we did a live stream, I had such a fun time, and honestly, I really like live streaming. I think it's like kind of the way I'm gonna go. Hopefully, maybe once a week we'll do some live streams, just because the interaction with the viewers I find is just really fun, and I just like answering questions live. And I think you guys found it really helpful last time too. So if you're enjoying it, just leave a thumbs up. Today we're going to be flipping some high volume items just because I think if we try to flip bigger margin items, people might undercut us and take advantage of that. And I'm just not really about that. I don't want to lose profits just because people are watching my stream and trying to benefit off me. But of course, it's nothing against you guys. It's just some people are, of course, going to be jerks and do that. So I'm probably going to have to explain this a couple times. Obviously, I'll do it a little bit faster in the future. Again, if you're enjoying this, subscribe to my channel, leave a like. If I'm helping you out, feel free to ask questions. We really encourage that in our live stream here, and just keep things PG. So let's get right into it. I think I'm going to start with my classic items we talked about last stream, being blood runes, cannonballs, Zolver scales, just right off the bat, while we wait for people to come in here. Hey Bork, welcome to the stream. You're the first one here, so gotta say hi to you, of course. So how you doing, man? How you doing today? But anyway, back right into it. We're gonna go, let's see, blood runes first. Always check the margin on these. These flip fast, which is the reason I like them. So, usually you can kind of push a 4 to 5 GP margin, and it looks like we're gonna try to push a 4 here. Buying limit on them is 10k if you forgot. And let's put that in. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze already. Hold on, I'll mute you guys. Oh, okay. I do have Discord. I actually plan on making a Discord chat for, I guess, our little fan base here for my subscribers, and that will be exclusive to, not exclusive to subscribers, but anyone can join it. I'm assuming mostly subscribers will join it. So we're going to try to get that up within the next week or two. It's not something I'm prioritizing, but, you know, it's on the list. This stream around, this time around, we're gonna have some music on the stream from my friend William Pratt. We always use his music because he lets us use it, and that's really cool for him. From him, dude, I'm tripping up on all my words today. I had a long day. I'm sorry, but yeah, we're gonna start playing his Breezy Tapes album. Let's just get right into it. Let me know the music level if it's too loud, too quiet. I always just want you guys to have the best viewing experience. So let's get right into those beats. So hopefully you guys can still hear me here. I'm doing pretty good, Bork. I had a pretty long day at work, but I was excited to come home and stream, but, you gotta make the bills on the side, right? So, gotta go to work, gotta make the money, and then you gotta make the RuneScape money. So, let's lead. The Zolver scales here are going for a 2 GP margin. That's what we want, so we're gonna go in on those. The nice thing about Zolver scales, I think I said this last time, but even though there's only a 2 GP margin, you can buy like 30k of them every 40 minutes, or not 40 minutes, 4 hours. So you can really, like, this will make me maybe, I don't know, 60k or something, 40k, I'm not going to do the math. But it's actually a pretty good flip, and people underestimate it. Another one that I haven't emphasized, I emphasized it in my first video, I think, but not any videos since. But Rune Arrows, another one, usually only a 2 GP margin or so, but I think you can buy 11k of them an hour. Well, they're on 1 GP margin, so we're going to skip, but we can also check Adamant Arrows. Those sometimes have a 2 GP margin as well. And again, as I said before in the beginning, if you have any questions, be sure to just let me know, and I'll answer them on the live stream for you. Looks like the 3 GP margin, so that looks pretty good. I'm pretty sure the limit on them is 11k. Don't quote me on it, but we're just going to pretend like it is. Again, we're flipping high quantity items today because I'm afraid people are going to try to undercut me and stuff if I do higher margined items. So, oh, you can't hear the music. Okay, sorry about that. Let me know if, I'm going to turn it up a little bit, but let me know if it gets too loud. How's that? Is that better or worse or anything? I appreciate you giving me the feedback though. It's really helpful because I don't have another computer next to me to like kind of check in on the stream or a second monitor. Let's see, what else can we do here? We can do mithril darts as well, and then we'll put both of those in. That's fine. Perfect. Thank you, man. How's the stream looking? Is it lagging? Because YouTube's telling me it's lagging, but last time it did the same thing, and it wasn't really lagging for people, I don't think. So, if you could just give me a little feedback on that, that would be awesome. So, it looks like the mithril darts only have a 1 GP margin, but adamant darts are looking a little weird with a, like, 7 GP margin, and I'm not really sure I want to do that, just because usually if a margin is bigger than you expect, if it's not a high volatility item, meaning the margins can be really big at times, if it's like a high quantity item, like high volume item, and the margin is bigger than you're used to seeing, it usually means it can crash, so I tend to avoid that. So just make sure you stay away from those things. Voice is good? Awesome. Thank you. You're like my personal like stream assistant here. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Okay. Hold on. I just have to look at a couple things in the stream here. Just give me 1 minute. Alright, we're back. I just wanted to make sure there's a couple settings that were correct. Now, the Zara scales haven't bought yet, but blood runes are slowly buying, which is a good thing. And adamant arrows haven't come through either. I think that's just because a lot of people are buying them and stuff like that, so I'm not too worried about it. We'll just give that a minute. Let's see, let's do cannonballs as well. How long have I been flipping? I've been flipping... I didn't flip when I played RuneScape back in like 2007. I actually played RuneScape like 2006, like when it was really early. I was like super young, but I didn't flip back then because obviously the Grand Exchange wasn't out quite yet, and I didn't really know what I was doing. But on the release of old school RuneScape, I learned how to flip almost immediately. It was kind of weird because as you started playing 2 weeks ago, dude. That's awesome. Like, good luck in this game. You should really try to get into flipping because it's super important. You can like really make a lot of money, and it's a really good way to compound kind of like your money in the game. One tip that it's hard to stress because in RuneScape you're advancing so fast in the beginning and you're getting so many levels, and it's just kind of hard to hold on to your money. But if you can hold like at least 5 mil at all times, then you can flip with that 5 mil, and you will like make a lot of money with just 5 mil. I recommend to start flipping 5 mil, but you can also do it with 500k. Don't let that don't say like, oh, I don't have enough money to flip, because there's so many items you can flip, so don't worry about money, even if you're only flipping a little bit of items. So you've got 12 mil, dude. That's excellent. But you should really try to, you've got some money to spend then, because in the beginning of RuneScape, you really do have to spend money to get gear upgrades so you can get better XP rates. So just make sure you are spending, at the same time, save money. That's my biggest tip. I'm up to 62 mil now, which is pretty nice, and, you know, I take pride in that. That's the most money I've ever had, so. Anyway, for all you other guys joining in on the stream, hello, how are you doing? Today we're flipping high volume items. I'm afraid if I do bigger margin items, like less quantity items, people might undercut me on the stream, and I don't really want to deal with that. So, welcome to the stream. If you have any questions, please ask in the chat. If you're confused on what items to flip or you need some tips, just let me know and I'll reach out to you and answer your questions. But back into the flips I'm doing. Nothing's really going through. Blood runes. Oh, there we go. Some just started selling. Blood runes is a really good beginner item if you don't have a lot of money. You only need like 2.2 mil to flip the whole entire 4-hour limit, which is pretty good. Cannonballs, again, same thing. Our Resolver Scales and Adamant Arrows aren't buying, but that is fine. If you saw my most recent video with the Fire Runes, that's a good one, but we're not going to do that because that's kind of something you leave in all the time. We can do some Adamant Dart tips. That's a pretty good one. So make sure you stay tuned to my channel coming up, because I've got an item analysis. I'm not going to tell you what item it is, but it's an item that I've been watching for a while, and it's hitting an all-time low point. I think it's an all-time low point. I'm not exactly sure. But if you have, like, I don't know, 20, 30 mil, it might be a really good investment. I'm not going to tell you to invest in it because you got to make your own choices and see it for yourself. But I've been looking at it, and I'm pretty sure it's going to rebound, and it could rebound a lot, upwards of 4 to 5 mil. So that'd be really awesome to see. 400k. That's kind of a tough one, just because that's not like a lot of money, but you can definitely flip with it. I'd recommend doing smaller sections of the blood runes. Don't do like the whole limit because you won't have enough money. I'm gonna sell you one cannonball for 160 GP. Please do, please do. But anyway, 400k. You can flip. Let's see. Flip those fire runes. If you saw my video about fire runes, that's something you should leave in all the time. That's a really good one. Rune Arrows and Adamant Arrows, good flips, as well as Adamant Darts and Mithril Darts. They're just high quantity items, super safe flips, and you're kind of guaranteeing yourself a lot of, not a lot of money, but you will make small profits, and it will build up on itself, I promise you. Well, we found some cannonballs, it looks like, so that's good. Let's do, wait, I was going to do Adamant Dart tips. What am I doing? That's a really high quantity item. There's a lot of those traded in this game. I can't remember exactly how much, but... No, I can't give you any money, man. I need my money. Okay, so it looks like there's a 2 GP margin, so we're just gonna do that. Put the screen on the cannonballs. Okay, give me 1 second, dude. Give me like 1 second, and I'll do it for you. I think the limit on these is 11k, but to be safe, I'm just going to do 10k. There's the blood runes. The blood runes went through, so that is our first flip of the live stream going through. That's awesome to see. All right, sell me that cannonball, man. Let's see it. I'm just waiting for it. I'm waiting. I don't know if it's going to get sold to me, man. There's a lot of people buying cannonballs. Alright, man. I gotta get back to flipping some other items, though. Alright, we're just gonna continue on. But either way, let's think of some more items. Dragon Dart tips, I would normally recommend. I'm gonna do them just for the stream. But with the brutal black dragons, and, like, I guess you could call it a nerf. But, the price is a little bit sketchy, because people don't exactly know what to do. And just because item prices, like, with the new requirement for the brutal black dragons, people don't really know the value of the items quite yet, because it hasn't really been long enough to determine it. But we're going to try them anyway, and if we lose money, we lose money. We're all about learning from our mistakes here, and not making them the next time around. Wait, how much did that just go for? Oh, okay, I thought it went for, like, a lot more than I thought. That's fine. That's a pretty decent margin, so we're just going to go in with it. I'm not going to do that many of them. We'll do 7 mils worth. I'm just kind of throwing my money around everywhere. I keep getting 161 coins, so I couldn't sell. Dang, dude, I'm sorry, man. Maybe you can come trade me one in game. Maybe that makes sense. I don't know. But either way, I'm actually starting to collect purple sweets. I'm going to see how many I can collect. But anyway, let's get right back into it. I have like 84 right now from Clue Scrolls, but let's think of some more items. I'm going to pull up GE Tracker here, which is a website I recommend if you haven't used it yet. I used it in a couple of my videos, more of the long-term analysis, but the reason I recommend the site is because it will tell you, especially if you don't have a lot of money, it will tell you like high volume items, which is a good thing. So you can look up, let's see, I know there's a tab on here. Suggested items, maybe? No, there's a... Whatever. We're just gonna go look at the RuneScape website and look at the top 100 items. Or top 100 traded items in RuneScape. That's a good way to look at, like, safe flips. That will find you some safe flips here. And, you know what? I just remembered another one. Nature runes we can do. This is a free-to-play item as well, so that's pretty good. CX. I love Ice Poseidon. He is a goofball. Tell me what world. I think I'm in 330. Probably not, though, because the bank's not that crowded. But we'll see. I can check for you. 341. So, let's see the margin. It's only a 1 GP margin on the nature runes. The reason you want to kind of... 341, but the reason you don't want to flip 1 GP margins is because you're just not making enough money for it to be really worth it. But we'll do death runes. That's another good one. The problem with death runes, though, is I have really bad luck with them. I'm just not really sure if it's like a... I mean, it's a good flip, don't get me wrong. I just have really bad luck with them, honestly, so... They always crash on me. 2 GP margin, we're going to go in on it. Again, the limit for runes, for almost every rune, I believe, besides a few of them, is 10k. Yeah, that's the limit. And the reason I always buy 9,996 of them is because if I need to recheck the margin a couple times, then I haven't hit my limit yet, so I can do it. Alright, so we'll put that in. It looks like the adamant dart tips are coming through. Again, that was a 2 GP flip, I believe. That is correct. 2 GP per item, of course. Let's think of some other items here. We can do magic logs. That's a pretty good one, although they are a little bit slow. They're a little bit slower than I like, but magic logs are a good item to put in and then go do some other stuff in the game, along with the dragon dart tips. Very good. Why are you on an English world? You live in UK? No, I don't live in the UK. For some reason, when I first started playing the game, World 341 was the world it defaulted me into. So now all my friends always just default to 341 as our home world. I don't know why. It's just kind of our world we like. So, and I'm just flipping, not doing anything too intense. So, looks like the magic log margin is 10 GP, so we're definitely going to go in on that. And the nice thing about magic logs is you can buy 11k of them every 4 hours. So it's a really big, it can be a really big flip. So see, we put 13 mil into that, so it's pretty gigantic. Anyway, if you're coming into the stream, just started watching, thanks for tuning in. Leave a like if I'm helping you out at all and showing you some new good items to flip. If you guys want me to flip certain items maybe, or have any recommendations, let me know. And if you have any questions about what items to flip with your own cash stack, you know, just let me know, say it in the chat, and we'll help you out. Oh my gosh, I'm just spinning so many words out. I'm getting tired already. I plan on going for like 2 hours though, so we're not stopping anytime soon. What's another good item we could do? Let me think. Maybe we could do... Should we do more runes? I don't really know if that's a good... You know, we can do oak planks. Oak planks are pretty good. You can usually get a 2 to 4 GP margin on them, but... the thing I found with oak planks is they always, like, for me at least, they always go up in price. So they'll buy slowly, but they'll sell fast. And wow, it looks like we're getting a 9 GP margin on them. I'm a little concerned about not concerned about concerned about that. Just because that's a little bigger than usual, but I think it might be legit, so we're going to risk it. Again, I think you can buy 11k of these like every 4 hours. Not entirely sure, but we'll go in on that. And now we're just waiting, so looks like those death runes are coming in faster than everything else here, and we've got a lot of magic logs too, which is pretty good. The nice thing is those dragon dart tips are actually buying, so that's a plus. And these cannonballs are going kind of slowly. I might dump the cannonballs just because cannonball price really fluctuates a lot, so if it doesn't go fast, you might want to stop it. That's what I'm going to do here. I think they were selling for 163, yeah. Let's see if we can make money right there. Okay, dragon, or, dude, I'm getting so mixed up. Adamant dart tips came through. Those were listing for 221. We're going to put those in and let those sell. Adamant arrows really aren't doing it for us. So we're just going to dump it and we're going to flip something else here. I think I'm going to go mahogany logs. That's another big one for, like, that's like kind of a, the margin isn't as big, but you can buy a lot of them, like magic logs, for example. So we'll go in on the mahogany logs here. And we'll flip that. And see, the cannonball's already sold. That's a nice thing. Cannonballs buy and sell really fast and can make you a lot of quick money. So we're just going to go with that. It looks like the mahogany logs didn't buy for an upped price like that. So that's kind of disappointing. That means they're going to be more expensive than usual. So we're going to check it, even at its high price. Maybe it's on upward movement. I don't really know. I could check GE Tracker, but I really don't care that much. So it looks like it bought for 500 GP, which is kind of a lot. That's a big margin. It's a little scary. I don't know if I want to do that. So, you know, I think I'm going to skip that just because that's a little bigger than I'm used to. But as you can see, those oak planks are coming in really quickly. Dragon dart tips still moving. Zolar scales finally coming through. Everything's really buying, so that's a good sign. Hey Bangers and Mash, how you doing? I see you in the comments, man. Always leaving those comments. I like that. Let's find our fan here. Where are you? There you are. What's up, man? Give me that cannonball. Give me that. Oh, I like your gear, dude. We got the same gear on, man. But if you're coming into the stream, welcome to the stream. Really appreciate you tuning in here. If you have any questions about what items to flip with your cash tag and stuff like that, let me know in the, you know, I guess the live chat section. That's what they call it. But either way, just let me know and we'll teach you some good items to flip and we'll help you out. Oh, you got a lot of cannonballs, dude. Did you smith all of those in Edgebill? That's what I was doing last time, at least. We're in World 341 if you want to stop by and say hi. Let's think of some more items here, though. Let's see. Oh, another good one that I forgot to mention that's also for free-to-play is, oh my god, I just had it. Oh, it's, steel bars. Usually these go for like a 5 GP margin. This is one of those good ones that you can leave in while you go do other stuff in game. All these flips are items you just want to put in and then go do other stuff in game. If you're flipping bigger margins, I usually don't like to leave it. I don't like to leave it just because if prices jump or crash, you want to be there to sell that item right away because you want to minimize your losses and maximize your profits. So looks like those steel bars are going for a pretty good margin here. That's about what it usually is. So we're just going to go in on that 6 GP margin. I'm not exactly sure the limit. I think it's 10k. So we'll do that, and we'll just wait for those to come through. I wouldn't do mithril bars. Only reason being is because sometimes a lot get dumped from people doing the blast furnace. I think that's what it's called, blast furnace. And that can really like make the price fluctuate a lot. So I wouldn't avoid them. You could, like, if you don't have any more items to flip and you're thinking of something else, then definitely check them out. But I don't know, I never do them. So the last one we're going to do is prayer potions. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. Prayer potions is such a good flip. If you're not doing prayer potions, and you have like 10 mil, it's really a good flip that you want to do. Yes, very cheap, very good. That's right. So the margin on the prayer potions really isn't that good right now, but we're gonna do it anyway, just because I don't know. We're on stream, might as well go for it. Teach you guys some tricks here. So again, I'm just gonna ask you guys, like, what kind of, I guess, videos do you like seeing? Last time I live streamed, you guys seemed to like the long-term investment videos, so I've got one of those coming out this weekend, hopefully. And do you like the quick money makers? I heard a lot of people last time saying they like those too. Or do you like more like beginner flipper guides, or I don't know, what do you guys like? I mean, the reason I like doing these live streams is because people of all skill levels can come in here. and just ask a couple questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. I'm getting a little worried about the death runes. They haven't moved in a little bit, and a lot of death runes get sold, so it's not really a bad thing, but it could be a bad thing if we leave this in here. So I'm not exactly sure. Well, oh, a little more bought, so we're just gonna leave it then. Looks like it's going through. Just one fresh cannonball. Okay, I'll buy one. I'll buy one. Let me try to sell these adamant dart tips off, and then I'll get one. Looks like the magic logs just came through as we were sitting around here. They were selling for 12.10, I believe. I think that's what it was. Let's just check that to make sure. Yep, 12.10. So we'll sit and wait for those. Yeah, we're not like trying to flip big margins this stream, so it's not as exciting, but I think learning these items is pretty good for every flipper to kind of know, or mercher, or whatever you want to call them, just because high volume items are really good if you just like lost all your bank or something, or you spent all your money, because it's a really fast way to like just slowly build your cash, because you just put these offers in, go do something else in game, and come back, because the margins really don't move that much, so they're pretty safe. Hey bud, how do you feel about flipping items you could wield? For example, trims and cosmetic items. I think cosmetic items are cosmetic items are good, but you have to know. I'm gonna say you have to know what you're doing, because if you panic sell them, you're gonna lose money. So you have to really hold on to the item. Like, you have to be comfortable holding on to an item for 12 to 24 hours to try to push the margin. So they're definitely worth it. Some good ones that you can do that I see a lot of people doing are all the Anku gear is really good. What are some other ones here? A lot of free-to-play people do party hats, which I don't really see the appeal, but if you do party hat sets, I guess it's okay. Usually it's in like a lowball method, so they just put it for a really low price and let it sit in there for a long time, and just sell them when they get them, which is not a bad strategy. Some other cosmetic items that are good, I would say, is the elegant gear is pretty good if you don't have a lot of money. And what's the other good one is, the samurai armor is really good. If you're patient, you can get like I think like 200k to 300k margins maybe in 12 hours, and if you're patient enough, you might be able to get a 500k margin. I don't really flip those that much overnight. I usually do high quantity items overnight because I'm scared to lose a lot of money. So, but when I build up to like 100 mil, maybe I'll get a little bit more riskier. So it looks like the death runes came in. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, 224. So we'll sell those. I have a feeling these are instantly gonna sell just because they took so long to buy. Okay, they didn't. But the steel bars also came in. We're gonna drop them down just a little bit because it's kind of competitive. So we're just gonna wait a little bit for that, and if it doesn't sell, we'll drop it down a little bit more. That's the problem with steel bars, is you really have to be watching it. Even though you can leave it in because the margin's not going to move that much, but when you sell it, it might be a little difficult to sell. But don't panic, they will sell. Looks like the magic logs are going as well, so that's good. These adamant dart tips aren't really going, and I want to fill up another slot to show you guys some more items. So we're just going to bounce them to 220 and hope they go through. Yeah, only a 1 GP margin flip, and that kind of stinks, but, we got to clear it up, right? So might as well try to make a little bit of money, then break even, or even lose money. Yeah, bangers, you're right. Cosmetics are low volume and generally large margins, but they're risky. Looks like all the death runes sold, so that's a plus for us. Let's see, what else can we do here? You could do gold bars. I typically haven't had good luck with those, so to show you guys another one, grapes I find are pretty good. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Did grapes used to be really cheap? Did they spike or something? Because I thought I remember grapes being like 82 GP each. Please, can someone let me know if I'm wrong, or what's the deal? I think you can buy a lot of grapes too. I don't remember exactly how much, so we'll just do 11k of them. Anyway, if you guys are tuning into the stream right now, welcome to the stream. If you have any questions about flipping or how to flip or anything like that, or what to flip with your cash jack, just say it in the live chat. We'll help you out here. Everyone here is super friendly, and we all just want to make a lot of money. So, any questions, just let me know. If we're helping you out, leave a like, subscribe if you want more content like this. I always try to bring the best methods, best flipping methods, best guides to my viewers, and I really appreciate you guys choosing to watch me. I also recommend, if you're flipping, to watch a lot of other YouTube flippers. Some good ones I recommend are Small EXP Lamp, right? That's his name, I think. He's got like 11k subs. Flipping Old School is another one I really like. Let's see, Torvesta, when he releases his flipping guides, are really good because they give you such a wide variety of items. And you shouldn't just look at other YouTubers and flip the items they're flipping, but that should be a baseline for what you want to flip. So for example, I'm flipping oak planks. Well, you want to do your own analysis on oak planks and see if that's the right item for you. And along with that, you want to look at other items that are related to oak planks, such as maybe mahogany planks, teak planks, maybe other construction items, anything that has to do with the skill, maybe oak logs you want to look at or something like that. And how many of you are free to play in the chat here? I'm assuming most people are members, but if there's more demand for free to play, I will definitely provide it. Nice to see this perspective live. Yeah, I agree, dude. And it's really fun, having people ask questions, because when I go to record a video, it's kind of hard for me to... I mean, obviously I'll bring you the guide on how to do things, but if people have questions, I obviously can't answer it right away in the video. I mean, it's a set thing made, right? So it's just nice to be, interacting with the viewers so much and being able to give good feedback. What are the best member items to keep an eye on at all times? I like your vids, bro. Keep it up. Dude, I really like that idea, man. That's a really good idea. Maybe I'll name maybe 1 or 2 items now, and maybe I should make a video on that. Thanks for the idea, dude. That's a super good idea. But let's see. One item I'll probably do an item analysis on or a market. I'm gonna call them item analyses. Okay, they're like market analysis for an item, pretty much. You'll see one coming out hopefully this Sunday. But items I like to keep an eye on, maybe. Let's see. I was flipping the Dragon Harpoon last week when they were doing the fishing update, and there were some crazy margins going on, but I got really scared because I bought 3 of them, and then they kept going down and down, and I was like, oh no. And I went out to dinner with my family. I just left them in there to sell. But when I got back, even though the price went down, they all were all sold. I was like, what the heck is this? So I got really lucky and was able to get out of it. But that's a pretty good one to I would say Dragon Harpoon's a pretty good one to watch, because it consistently has a 60k margin, and small updates like that can really throw the item in for a whirl price-wise. And I really experienced that. I think it dropped to 7.8 mil, and now it's back up to 9.1 mil within a matter of a couple days. So, and again, there's another item I'd like to say, but that video is going to be coming out on Sunday, so make sure you keep tuned for that. Oh, this isn't my friend. Hold on, let's find some more. Some more from my good friend William Pratt Music. If you like this music, make sure you go check him out on SoundCloud. Link is in the description. I always like to give him a good shout out, I know him in real life, and he's a really good dude. Again, if you guys are tuning in, welcome to the stream. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will help you flip some items if you're looking for good items to flip. Dude, sorry, Danny Hood Beats, I saw you before, man. But steel bar, 447 coin, yeah, for 447 each. So they did finally go, and that's a good thing. Where are you, man? I'll come trade you again. But I was gonna do another money making method while I made this live stream, but I don't think I could. I guess I couldn't really do both at the same time and interact with you guys as much. So thanks for the cannonball, man. Always appreciate it. But again, I collect those, you know, those purple sweets. I'll show you my stack right now. We'll hold on to it. Look, 84. When I get 10k purple sweets, I'm gonna do a big drop party, and I'll drop them all. How's that sound, guys? But anyway, again, I know I say this a lot, but if you're tuning into the stream, um, we love to have you here. If you have any questions about what items to flip, or any just beginner questions, advanced questions, or what items to look at, or anything like that, just let me know in the live chat, and we'll get to it. Now, actually, speaking of purple sweets, you can flip purple sweets. It's a good item to flip overnight, I found. I don't do them currently. I used to do them a lot. Because the thing is, they can fluctuate like 60 GP each. So if you put in like a low offer overnight, you might be able to skim like, I don't know, 300, 400 of them. And then you could sell them for like 60 GP profit, which is actually pretty good. So these prayer potions are not coming through. So instead of like really struggling and worrying about it, I'm probably just going to skip out on them. But the thing with prayer potions is the margin moves a lot, and it moves really fast. So you want to, sometimes you can fill the order completely and get it done with, and sometimes you can't. That's just kind of the nature of the game with that one. So let's find some more tracks here, though. Here's one. Alright. The older the cannonball, the more money it's worth. Yo, you want to hear a crazy story? When I was in high school, some kid in my grade found a cannonball literally buried in his backyard. He was like, they were doing some yard work or something, and they came across a real cannonball from like, I don't know when it was from, Civil War or something like that, but it was really cool. Like he like brought it in and for like a show and tell kind of thing, and it was like pretty awesome to see. Yeah, prayer potions are really easy to dump though. Once you have them, you can sell them easily. These oak planks are almost in, and these magic logs have almost sold. These dart tips are giving us the hardest time, guys. I don't know what to do about that. Dragon dart tips are coming through slowly, and oak planks are almost done, as we said. Grapes aren't doing anything either. Let's recheck the grapes and see if we can get a better margin, or a more accurate margin for that matter. How did you guys like the thumbnail, by the way? Did you guys think that was a good thumbnail this time? I thought it was kind of funny with Leo in there. So it looks like the margin drops a little bit. That's fine. It still looks like we'll be able to do it, so. Alright, oak planks have come in. Again, I'm going to drop these 1 GP just because I think they were going for 349 before, right? We'll just recheck them real quick. That's a nice thing with not maxing out your limit, is you can just recheck margins with no problem. And it looks like our magic logs sold, so we'll get to those in a minute. Okay, so it looks like they jumped up. Ooh, the margin kind of stopped a little bit, but we're still going to make money on it, so, you know, we can't really complain that much about it. So they dropped from, I think, 8 GP each to 4 GP each, and that will happen with low volume items, or high volume items sometimes. But usually you'll make money from it because you bought them at a low price. They usually hike up. It's usually they hike up over like a week and then they drop in an instant. And yeah, sometimes you hit that and you're flipping during that drop, but you know, usually not. You should enable super chat, by the way. I would, but I can't because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet. But once I get 1,000, you damn bet I will. Anyway, I just need a second here, so give me 1 minute and I'll get back to the stream in a sec. Alright, we're back. So it looks like these magic logs have sold, so we're going to collect the profits on that. Let's see if we can see how much we made, just to show you guys that magic logs is a pretty good flip. So we spent 13.195 mil, and we got 13.305 mil back. I'm not even going to do the math in my head, I'll do it on a calculator. I'm not going to do it to the exact number, but Let's see, and oh, I messed up. Uh-oh. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it for now. We made at least 100k, okay? That's all you gotta know. I'm really bad at math. That's something you should learn. Yet I'm still here flipping, so something's going right. I think these were selling for 345 each, but since we weren't buying any for that price before, let's go to 344. And the nice thing about these high volume items is if they don't, like, if you can't sell them, just leave them overnight, guaranteed sell. Not guaranteed, but pretty much every time. Have you ever done a 0 to the bond video on free-to-play or pay-to-play? I haven't. I was thinking about it, but honestly, for me, I think I'd struggle doing a 0 GP on free-to-play and pay-to-play. I mean, I bet I could, but there's no way I could get times like some other YouTubers are getting. And I don't know, I wouldn't be as good as some other YouTubers at it. But if there's some demand for it, I will definitely do it. Why did you ignore my question? Sorry, man. Did the guy sell his old cannonball for 1 GP? What old guy? I don't remember any old guys. But anyway, let's get some more items instead of sitting here. Me slacking off, just eyes glued to the chat. Here, I'm looking at gold ore. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot this one. This is like one of my favorite ones. Cooked shark. Now, I've been avoiding them recently because of all this this fishing update stuff, and I thought it was kind of a risky item to do, just because when updates come out, prices move so much, and I think I might do a video on market hype around updates and what to look for in updates and what to avoid. I think that's a super big topic that I haven't really talked about too much yet, and something that definitely needs to be talked about, because if you don't know what you're doing with an update, you can lose a lot of freaking money. And you know what? I don't want my viewers losing that much money. Again, sharks have a 10k 4-hour limit, so we'll put that in there. We'll let that buy. Oh, the guy who dug up the cannonball. No, I think he kept it. Oh gosh, a lot of those sharks bought instantly. That's another thing you want to look out for when you're doing high volume items. If things buy instantly, like a good chunk of your items buy instantly, that's usually not a good sign. If that happens, usually what you want to do is pull your item, recheck the margin real quick. If it's the same margin, wait 5 minutes and then check it again. And if it moved, that's great. You either lost or made money, depending on which way it moved. But sometimes items will just be weird, and you just want to make sure that it's just safer to take your money out, or take your item out and just wait. Okay, so it looks like we got the grapes off there, so that was a good thing. Dude, these adamant dart tips are really giving me a hard time. I'm gonna check the margin on them again. They probably went down, but if that's the case, we'll just leave them overnight. I don't have that much money invested into them, so it's not going to really affect how much we can flip here. But how was everyone's day? You guys doing good today? I mean, I had a long day, I was saying earlier, but, you know, that's just how the world works sometimes. Wow, I think we might actually lose a little bit of money here. Let's make sure we don't insta-sell all of them, though. That would be a very bad time. So, looks like it dropped a little bit. Not too worried because it didn't drop too much, and that's not a huge loss, maybe 20k or so. So we're just gonna leave them at 220, and they'll probably sell overnight. Luckily, it's summer, so everyone's out of school. You know, everyone's happy. But all right, so it looks like those bought for 983 each. We're gonna try to push them for 997. The reason I'm undercutting, we'll push them for 998 first, but the only reason I'm undercutting for the sharks right now is because, again, the update hype is kind of still balancing the item out, so I'm not exactly sure if we're going to be able to push them. I just bought 6,890 steel bars at 450 coins, and I got that much refunded. Oh yeah, so the insta buy price for steel bars, okay. Dude, that's actually helpful information. Thank you. I already flipped my steel bars, so I'm not sure if we're gonna do them again. Actually, I don't think I can do anymore because I hit the limit. But if anyone else is watching the stream and flipping steel bars right now, definitely be careful. Because that's a really weird thing that happens in the Grand Exchange, and I don't know why it happens, but you check the margin and it looks good, and then you buy, and then it insta-buys for a lower price. Like, I don't know why it does that. I mean, you just check the margin, right? So again, if you're joining the stream now or just tuning in with us, welcome to the stream. If you've been watching for a little bit, leave a like. It really helps me out. Subscribe if you want more content like this. My name is Syratube, and if you have any questions, put them in the chat. Any questions about items you want to flip with your money, or you don't know what to flip, or items to look for, anything like that, just let me know and we'll help you out. Ooh, the Zolver scales finally bought. I'm a little worried though that they might have crashed just like 1 GP, and because that would kind of stink, but let's see. Yeah, see, 138. Not what I really wanted, but we're just going to sell them for 138 anyway. What items are good to make a huge profit from 500k? To be honest, you're not going to be making any huge profits with 500k. Not to say that you shouldn't flip with 500k. You definitely should, because it will help you learn, and then when you have more money, you'll be able to make really big bank. But let's see, 500k. If you were here earlier, I talked about blood runes. Runes are really good, both free to play and pay to play. So just do don't do the buy limit for blood runes. Maybe do 200k's worth blood runes. Then do law runes as well. Those are good. And if you want to switch it up, you can also do mithril darts and adamant darts. You're going to be pushing small margins, but they're safe. You're not going to lose any money, and that's what's important in that monetary bracket. So okay. Alright, that makes sense. So just be careful with the steel bars right now then. Just because it seems like the price is kind of still figuring it out. Maybe people are dumping right now, and that's why price is going down, and just be careful. Anyway, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. If you have any questions about what items to flip, or what items to look out for on the market, just let me know in the live chat section, and we will help you out with what items you need to flip. Just tell me how much money you have, maybe, or how much you're willing to start flipping with, and we can definitely allocate you some good items. But again, let's try to get another flip going here. I got recommended U-logs last time, and maybe I'll do them. A lot of people do U-logs, so I find they don't buy fast. They sell fast though, which is, I guess, a good thing. Red Chinchampa's another one. I will try some red chins. They don't always work for me. It's like they work 50% of the time. I never lose money, but they just stop buying, and I'm just like, all right, whatever. I think red chins are slowly going down. I think, honestly, there's been a really big bot problem in RuneScape recently, and it's not really something I'm a fan of. It's just kind of sad that after all this time, we still can't take care of bots, but I'm not blaming Jagex. Small company, a lot of stuff going on, so. What is up, Hot Pocket Daily and Killer Botful? Welcome to the stream. I don't know why I said lol, but I guess lol. We're not going to do that many of them. That's too many, I think. We'll do 2k. Just because I'm not very good with the Chinchampa flip for some reason. Anyway, welcome to the stream. If you're just tuning in, I appreciate you checking me out and staying tuned to the channel. Let's do another item here as well. We're doing high volume items today, just because I'm afraid people will try to undercut my flips on stream, and I'm trying to think of a way to get around it, but I'm not exactly sure. But until I figure it out, we'll just be doing these. So, another one I used to do a lot, but I haven't done it in a long time. I mentioned it in the first video I made. Let's do rune knives. Let's see. Alright, let's check the margin on those. Wait, I heard they were adding a slavery skill so the abyssal went up to. Oh my god, dude, that's terrible. Don't say that. I didn't even read it because I was like so focused on the stream. Anyway, 1 GP margin. Probably just want to skip out on that then. We'll try iron knives maybe. See if there's anything good in that department. Good in that. What am I saying? Good in that department. We'll check if the margin's good. God, you guys got to rag on me for this. I'll just never stop. Alright, so looks like a 2 GP margin. I don't know. Looks good to me. Not really sure what else to flip here, so we'll just do 10k of them. I don't really know what the limit is. Is there any possibility of flipping with about 100 to 200k rebuilding? Yes, there definitely is, although I'll be honest, it's going to take a while. Your flips are going to be probably slow, and you're not going to be making huge amounts of money. But again, as I was saying earlier, a couple good ones are, if you have under a mil, a couple good ones are blood runes, law runes, adamant darts, and mithril darts. They will all consistently push you like a 2 to 4 GP margin, and yeah, it's not a lot, but it's definitely better than nothing. I mean, if with 100k, maybe you can get like 8 to 10k a flip on that, so not a lot, but if you do that, put flips in while you go make more money in game, then it's definitely a good option, and it's free money, so you know, why not do it, right? There's a video of a guy flipping from 1 GP, so it's possible. I have a lot of respect for those guys flipping with 1 GP. That's actually like really hard to do, and you just, it's like, building your bank like that is insanely hard. And like, I think Small EXP Lamp has a series right now. I think it was like, I don't know what the name is. It's like From Broke to Wall Street or something. But either way, I think he starts at 1 GP, which is really crazy. A friend also has one, you're right. Doesn't that video take weeks to make? Yeah, dude, those must take forever. Okay, so these sharks aren't selling. We're going to pop them down, actually 2 GP to 996 and see if they sell. And if they don't, we might be in trouble, boys. They might have crashed. Anyway, if you're tuning in, welcome to the stream. If you have any questions about what items to flip with your cash stack, let me know. And if you guys have already in stream already, I'm sorry, I just have to repeat this a lot for everyone tuning in. I have 1 mil. What are some good items? Again, I know I keep repeating myself, but a lot of these items I'm doing right now are really good. Like iron knives are great. Adamant dart tips are good, but I'm obviously not making a good example of that. Oak planks as well. Then repeating myself again. Law runes, blood runes, and actually astral runes are pretty good. And just flip them. I mean, the best way to really learn how to do these things is just trying it out yourself. If you need a starting guide for how to flip, I have one on my channel. It's called Beginner's Guide to Flipping, and if you really don't know a lot about flipping, I would go there. Not to self-shout out my channel, but... Oh, this isn't my song. Hold on. There we go. Not my song, but a song I'm allowed to use, at least. I have 1 mil. I need 1.4 mil for a bond. Bonds aren't that cheap, are they? Oh, you need an additional. How much are bonds these days? Does anyone know? Like, it doesn't have to be exact, but like a little like estimate, because bonds have been pretty pricey recently, I thought. 2.6 mil to flip. Okay, that's so now you can kind of push bigger margins. Again, kind of the same items you'd flip with 1 mil, except you want to do the buy limits out for them. Some other items that are good as well. I didn't really prepare for the live stream today, item-wise, but 2.3 to 2.6 mil is bond. I think I'm going to make a video on bond flipping as well. Oh, I'm definitely not making fun of you, dude. You're here to learn how to make money, so that's like, dude, oh my, stop with this slavery stuff, guys, come on. But either way, I'm not teasing you. I mean, we're all here to make money, right? I mean, I started flipping with, what did I start at? I think I started at 5 mil, and now I'm at 62, so, it's been about, I don't know, 2 months maybe. I haven't been flipping a lot, though. Like, I don't really play RuneScape all the time. Like, I I don't even play every day. I haven't played this entire week. This is my first time on, so. No, I just don't want you guys to talk about, like, slavery. This is a PG stream, like, I don't want to talk about that. Like, you're right, that wasn't, like, anything insanely bad, but let's just not talk about that. Either way, back to the items. It looks like maple logs might be a good one. I've never done them, so let's do maple logs and find out together. Not the maple pyre logs, just regular maple logs. Actually, magic pyre logs, if you know what those are. Oh no, these aren't going to be a good flip, are they? But either way, magic pyre logs are pretty good. You can do them overnight and sometimes make a good bit of money on them. Okay, see, that's different than slavery. I agree. That would be really cool if you could hire NPCs. Like the temple trekking thing. I really like the temple trekking. But it's not like up to date and optimized, so it's kind of like out of date, if you know what I mean. Hold on, give me 1 second here. Okay, let's think of some other stuff here. I should have come more prepared, honestly, but I just wasn't really thinking about it. Here's another one you can do. I like to flip fish a lot and, like, consumables. So, Monkfish is pretty good, and we're also going to do Syratube brews. Monkfish aren't going to make you a ton of money, but sometimes you can get, like, AGP margin, which is pretty good. And Syratube brews will make you bank, but the problem with them is they're kind of like prayer potions. The margin jumps around a lot, and usually it goes up really fast, and you can make like a quick buck. But again, it's hard to buy them all. It's hard to hit the limit on them quickly. That's what I'm saying. The 4-hour limit. All right, our red chins bought, so let's put them back up. We'll do them for. I don't remember what we actually got them for. 1450. All right, we'll do 1450 and see if they go through. Hopefully they do. We'll be patient with them. We'll make sure we wait. It's either I flip for 1.4 mil or fish for 10 hours. Okay. Let me give you some items then. Iron knives seem to be doing us pretty good. Let's actually. Okay, so the iron knife limit is 7k, it looks like. So let's actually get back and start selling these and see how we do on them. Dragon dart tips are good, but you only have 1.4 mil, so you're not going to be able to flip that many of them. They're good just because the margin on them for a high volume item is just very good. We're going to sell them just for the stream, just to see how much money we can, like, I just want to show you guys how much money you can potentially make from these things. So it looks like, see, look at that. They've already jumped since we bought them. Remember when we bought them, they were at like, I think we were buying them for, let's see, yeah, 3,560 each, and now they're at 3,700. So that is something you love to see right there. And honestly, I think they're going to keep going up just because the Brutal Black Dragons, I guess, requirement that they put in is going to make less come into the game. So they're probably going to increase in price for a little bit. Again, eventually leveling off. I actually used to make bank using items like nature runes. Yeah, you can buy, yeah, exactly. Dude, that's what I love harder styles, like, that's like exactly what I'm saying. With lower amounts of money, if you just flip these high volume items often, you can build a lot of money, and once you've got, like, 5 mil at, like, the least, like, 5-10 mil is great. You can start flipping these bigger margin items. We're definitely going to have live streams and videos on that. Things that, like, are really good for, like, 5-10 mil GP range are, like, armor sets. I'm sure you've seen that a lot. Along with that, like, abyssal whips, abyssal daggers will sometimes do you pretty good, but you kind of need a little bit more money for that. I've had success with granite mauls and granite armor. But don't buy a ton of it just because not that many people are buying it. So you can push the margin and it's good, but it does take a little bit. They're not pulling either. So let's see, what else can we flip here. Yeah, DH sets, yeah. That's another good set is the Guthin set and the Aram set. Those are the like the three big sets that will make you a lot of money. Verax can also make you a lot of money, but they don't really buy or sell as quickly, and the margin's usually not as good. So we're gonna recheck the chin margin, just because it doesn't look like any have sold yet. So. Oh my. Oh, Danny, why? Alright, so it looks like they jumped down a little bit. So I'm afraid they might keep going down, so I'm going to try to get them off for a little bit cheaper here. Yeah, we'll go with that. Again, guys, keep it PG in the chat. It's really what I'm aiming for. I mean, everyone's here to make money, and you don't really know how old some people are, like, as dumb as it sounds, and I don't want to offend anyone, so we're just here to have a good time, learn how to make money, and all get rich in RuneScape. Again, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the live stream. Ask questions if you want, if you don't know what items to flip, or, you know, have any item recommendations for me, that'd be cool too. Maybe, you know, you don't know what to flip with, like, your cash stack, we can definitely help you out with that. And, yeah, welcome to the stream. Leave a like if you're enjoying it, and subscribe if you want more content like this. Looks like these Dragon Dart tips aren't selling, so we're going to drop them just a little bit. You might want to, when you're trying to sell Dragon Dart tips, you might want to watch them, because they are pretty competitive, so just make sure you're careful. I don't know how to say your name, dude. I'm Stoikus. I was just saying that if you have a cash stack and you don't know what to flip, like maybe you have like 2 or 3 mil or something, or you have 10 mil, you're not really sure what to flip, just say it in the chat. I'll help you find some good items maybe, and I'll give you some recommendations about what I personally flip. Obviously, you want to check these items yourself and make sure they're good for you and that, you know, they really work out for you. So if you need some recommendations, let me know. What else do you guys think I should flip? I kind of want some recommendations, honestly. I think we already did Adam and Arrows earlier on the stream. I don't think they were buying, so I kind of gave up on them. And that was actually like about an hour ago. But when I was looking at them, I think they were only a 3 GP margin. But either I'm not gonna go back to them. I don't think. I'll try prayer potions again. I wasn't having success with the prayer potions last time, unfortunately. So, do I like to flip free-to-play items? If I'm in free-to-play or I'm on a free-to-play account, I'll obviously flip free-to-play items, but I never flip free-to-play items as a member because they usually have lower margins and are a lot more competitive. So I stay away from those. Our sharks finally sold, so that was actually a pretty good flip on the sharks. I think we bought them for $9.83 each, and we sold them for $9.96. If someone wants to go back and look, I mean, obviously you don't have to, but I think that's what it was. Either way, but if you tell me a good item to flip, isn't someone else going to do the same? Well, I just meant, in general, like, good items to flip, like, whenever you want to log on. I'm not saying exactly right now. I'm just saying, looking forward into the future of what you want to flip. Coal ore used to make some money too. Actually, let's do coal ore because that actually used to make me money too when I was flipping with lower amounts. But I found it it would work for me sometimes and other times it didn't, so it was kind of inconsistent. 2 to 3 mil to flip with. Blood runes are good. Law runes and astral runes, those are good runes. Mithril darts and adamant darts are also very good. I was doing earlier oak planks. And monkfish will also be pretty good for you too. So try those items out. Tuna, swordfish, strength pots, power amies. I really don't flip any of those, dude. The reason being, I don't know. I just don't flip them. Thank you, White King. Please. I'm I'm not going to disclose my political views, but either way, do fat snail flipping, dude. That would be funny. How do cannonballs look? I'm actually going to do those fat snails because you just said to do it, and I'm going to do it. How do cannonballs look? They looked pretty good earlier. I think we flipped them for 3 GP margin, and they bought they bought after a little bit, but we didn't max out on the limit. So I'm sticking with high volume for this episode, White King, just because I'm afraid people are going to try to undercut me on the stream and try to like outsell me, and I'm not going to do that. But I will do it on other streams. I just need to find a way to hide the price I'm buying and selling for. Free-to-play items flip faster. Granted, it's a smaller margin. You might be right. I don't really kind of stay away from those, but this is my personal preference about what I like to flip. But if you're having a lot of success with free-to-play items, please share it in the chat. I'd really appreciate it because, you know, we're all trying to get better here, so make more money. These red Chinchampas are giving me a really hard time, and it's like kind of unfortunate because I thought we'd be able to make a quick buck off of them, but I guess not. Yes, cannonballs are a great flip. Cannonballs for a 5 GP margin. See, they're just like, cannonballs are great because the flip is just instant. And if you have low cash stack, every time you should log on, it should be blood runes, Zolver scales, and cannonballs just instantly. If you have like 3 mil-ish, 3 to 5 mil, if you do all those three, I'm not even kidding, guaranteed like 300k in the first like 5 minutes you're flipping. It's really great. Looks like all the chins sold instantly, so that was cool because I was just about to move it again. So how far under active price do you think is reasonable buy order placing? Well, you have to do a margin check. So just for you, I'll do one real quick. Just on a random item, like Iron 2 hand sword, or actually let's do those fat snails because I said I was gonna do them. Anyway, if you guys are just tuning into the stream now, welcome to the stream. Leave a like if you're enjoying it, if I'm helping you out at all. It really looks like we've got a good community going on here in the live chat, and that's really something I like to see. You know, it's really good to be surrounded by positivity, I guess. So, we're all here to make money, so subscribe if you want more content like this. That had nothing to do with what I was saying. Either way, what about green d'hide at the moment? I'll check it out in a minute. How about that? I'm gonna check these fat snails because it looks like a fun one. They're not even buying, but maybe the raw ones will buy. Either way, makes sense. I've had a lot of profit off the obsidian armor pieces if you haven't tried them. Off stream, of course. I actually haven't tried them, believe it or not. I was gonna buy a set just to like try it out and like, I don't really PK, but I was just gonna go kill like monsters with it just to see how good the new stuff was. And but yeah, I actually have been looking at that on GE Tracker and looking at its price movement, and it's been pretty good. It's been consistently dropping and rising, so I think doing some overnight flips on the obsidian armor might be a good strategy to go about it. Maybe I'll make a video on it if I, you know, think it's a really good item or something. I mean, if you don't mind, of course. I don't want to spoil people's money-making methods. Okay, those fat snails really aren't going to work out. Let's do some purple sweets, though. If you don't know, I collect purple sweets on the channel now, so if you want to donate any, just come find me in-game, and I'll be gladly accepting them. When I hit 10k purple sweets, I'm going to do a massive drop party, and I'll do, like, a drop party for, like, maybe a fourth of whatever my cash tag is at the current time. So, and I'll also drop, obviously, the 10k purple sweets for all the viewers. Make sure we don't insta-sell all of them. That would be terrible. Oh, yeah, sorry. I totally got away from that. So, as you can see here with the purple sweet, I just bought it. And when I bought it, I'll do it again just to show you. Actually, I'm going to do a different item. Let's do green dragon hide, as like I was talking about earlier in here. I'll do green d'hide body. So, you put in the offer for your green d'hide body. So, for example, it's in right now, so you just crank up the price like really high and hit confirm. It's gonna instantly buy, obviously, and as you can see, we bought it for 4,444k. So mark that down and then sell this and sell it for super cheap. So now you can see we sold it for 4,390. So now that we have that, what you want to do is you want to put in the offer that you sold at, so like 4,390, and let's say we'll put in 3 or something, and then you wait for that to buy. So once those green dragonhide bodies buy, you put them back on the Grand Exchange for 4,444, and then that will net you as much money as the gap is. Stoicus, actually, I can recommend you to one of my, you can go look at my beginner's flipping guide on my channel. I spend a lot more time on how to flip margins. I think it might be really helpful for you to look at. Like, I put a lot of time into that video, but doesn't that put you behind the person who has the buy now? It does, but what you're looking to do is make money from it. So if you put the buy offer for down that low, people are eventually going to sell them and just dump the price down because they just want to get rid of them, because they don't really care about how much money they're going to make off of it. They just want instant cash now. And pretty much when you're flipping for convenience for people. So for example, with prayer potions, let's say they're buying for, obviously this isn't a real example, but let's say the low price was 95 coins and the high price was 100 coins. Well, for every prayer potion I flip, I'm making 5 GP, so it's pretty good. Overnight bots are good for items like that. Oh, you meant like other people using bots? Yeah, I'm actually planning on making a video on how bots affect the RuneScape economy soon. And although I'm not a big fan of bots, I will say that it does make certain things in the game, like skilling, it makes it super cheap. Like, construction is a mad cheap skill. Obviously, it's really expensive to get 99 construction. It's like 200 mil or something, but it's much cheaper than it would be if we didn't have bots. So they're really, I mean, obviously I'm not condoning bots. Don't use bots. I think they actually kind of ruin the game, and they're not fun. Like, what, you get a 99 with a bot? Like, come on, dude. But either way, they're not the worst thing for the RuneScape market. That is definitely for sure. Oh, Stoicus, you're kind of looking to flip it in the couple hours here at the max. Like, say it was 1290, would it drop to 1250 overnight? I mean, it could, but you're not really looking that long term. You're looking for like 10-minute time spans, unless you're focusing on overnight flipping, which if you're a beginner flipper, I definitely would not. Again, referring to my how to flip for like beginner's guide on flipping, that might be a good video for you to check out if you've got the time. Maybe I can send it to you on private message after the live stream. Some bots help us, not illegal to say, I guess. Yeah, that's true. But I just don't want to condone people using bots. I'm not about that. How do you find good items to flip? Just test everything? Yeah, pretty much. What I do is every time I flip an item that I find makes me a lot of money, I write it down. So, if you use Conduit or OS Buddy, they have a note section, and you can just put good items you're flipping in there, and the margin you flipped it for, so next time you come back, and I do this every time I have a big flipping session where I'm sitting down flipping for like an hour, and I mark the margins, because every time I do that, I can look back at the sheet, and now I can look, oh, okay, so magic logs usually have an 8 to 10 GP margin, so if it's beyond that, I know I have to be scared and not flip that item, or if it's lower than that, maybe I'll skip the item until a couple minutes later and recheck it again when it's at a better margin. So you just want to be writing things down, writing good items down, and saving them so you can come back and flip them later. Can you show us your notepad? That is a genius question, but the reason I'm not going to is because I like to systematically release videos like with topics on them. So for example, I like armor sets and things like that. I'll release a video on it talking about armor sets, and if you just tune into my channel, you'll find out all the items and stuff. So just make sure you keep tuned. Keep tuned. Oh my gosh, guys, you stay tuned. Subscribe if you want to see those videos, and leave a like on this video if you guys are enjoying. How you guys doing today? Oh man, so many questions, guys. I love it. Fletching is a profitable skill due to bots now. Is that true? That might be true, actually. But but I do fletching on the side. I was going to go for 99, but that's kind of a big task, so I don't know if I'm going to do that anymore. I made a video on fletching while you flip, and that's a really good way to make some extra money on the side if you just want to bank stand. Which is, honestly, I bank stand 90% of the time I'm flipping, I will be honest. Thank you, Joseph, for helping out in the chat. It's just like kind of a lot for me to explain right now when I'm trying to do some other things. Let me just answer a couple more questions in the chat, and then I'm going to go try to flip some more items here. So I'm currently free to play because I couldn't afford to buy back my bond. What do you recommend to flip for free to play? Some guy was in here earlier talking about some good items. Strength potions are good. Swordfish are good, like PKing items. Rune 2 hand swords are actually pretty freaking good. I talk about them in my first video I made, and I was actually making bank off them. What else are some good items? Law runes and nature runes will also do you pretty good as free to play. Margin on the monks with 3 GP, so it was buying for 397 and selling for 400. How much money do I have? I have 60. Before we started this video, I had 62 mil. So, Dragon Dart tips are struggling to sell here. Hi YouTube. Yo, what's up, Kyle? How you doing, man? I love you, man. You're a great dude. Anyway, I'll be right back, guys. I just need 1 second here. Anyway, let's get back into some more items here, guys. What I'm thinking of possibly doing is maybe we'll do some Mahogany Planks. It's an expensive item to flip. Actually, let's check the Mahogany logs again. If you were here earlier, there was a really big margin on them, and we were afraid to flip them. But it still looks like it's a little sketchy. Again, we're only doing high volume items for this video. If you're just tuning into the stream, welcome to the stream. If you have any questions about what items to flip with your cash stack, let me know in the live chat on the side there, and we'll be sure to help you out. I'll recommend you some items, and maybe some people in the chat can do that as well. Leave a like on this video if you're enjoying it. I guess it's more of a live stream, so not really a video, but continuous video. Anyway, AGP margin on the Mahogany logs. We're just going to YOLO it and go for it. It's positive. This is a little bit risky. Usually it's not this big. It's usually like 4 to 6. So I'm a little concerned. And the 6 is at like a high point too. But you know what? We'll just risk it. Why not? You got to learn from your mistakes as well. Those iron knives finally went through. We bought those for 53 GP and sold them for 55 GP each. I only have 1 mil, so I can't really start flipping. You can start flipping with 1 mil. But what do you suggest I do to get enough money to start flipping? That's kind of a pretty controversial question, but if you saw my most recent video about the fire runes, I would definitely start doing that flip, and on top of that, find a skill that's profitable that you like, whether it be fletching. That's a pretty good one if you don't want to do things that are super intensive in game. Otherwise, I made all my money from Slayer pretty much. Skeletal Wyverns is how I made all my starting money to flip with, and a little bit of Brutal Black Dragons, but not so much anymore. Now I pretty much just consistently flip 24/7. So for both Josh and both of you guys, I'll give you some items real quick that you guys can flip. For the 5 mil, 10 mil range, the items you want to flip as soon as you get on are the Zolver Scales and Blood Runes. Once you've got those out of the way, maybe try doing Adamant Darts as well. Moving on to like some more expensive items. Bando's Godsword is one that I like flipping. It's pretty good, as well as the Seer's Ring and the Berserker Ring are also two other good ones that you can find a good margin on. Rune Boots is a good one as well. You can sometimes get like 400 GP margin for each Rune Boot you're selling, but you can only do 60 of them in 4 hours, I think, so not a huge flip, but still a good margin on them. And if you have like 17 mil, you can start looking into maybe doing some Zenite jewelry. Maybe not with 17 mil, but if around 20 mil, I would look into it. Alright, we need some more items. Those mahogany logs are buying, so that's a good sign. One thing I don't do, I'm not deterring anyone away from it, but I never flip dragon bones. I always lose money on them every time I flip them, so I have no idea. Let's see here. Yeah, no problem. If you need more, I can think. I'll just give me a minute. I'll think of some more, but more items to flip at least. Magic longbows actually will flip. Same with U longbows. More so U longbows, I guess, because people like to alch them. But it's a slow flip and it's a small margin, so I don't know if you want to really go in on that. Oh yeah, let's do some air orbs. I forgot about orbs and stuff. I usually don't do them because these days I've got a good enough cash stack to where I can look to do bigger items, but I still do high volume items from time to time, especially if I'm doing other stuff in game. How many orbs can you flip in 4 hours? Does anyone know? I just had an AGP margin on blood runes. Yeah, see, like blood runes go like from usually 4 to 5 GP, but sometimes there's good gaps and you can hit some golden opportunities in the margins. I have like 20 mil of items, so I can get a pretty good cash stack to flip more expensive items. Yeah, I was gonna sell all my bank for money to flip, but then I was like, I don't want to have to buy everything back. We'll do 10k of them about. Yeah, climbing boots are also a good flip. I've never done them though, but I do know they are a pretty good one. Dude, these adamant dart tips, man, we've had them since like the first 20 minutes of the stream. Hold on, guys. I need another second again. I'm sorry. Alright, and we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's think of some more items to do here. I'm running out of items to do. Yeah, battle staffs. By the way, thanks for orbs or 10k limit every 4 hours. Thank you. Battle staffs, maybe. Yeah, we could do battle staffs. It's not a bad one. I think the limit on those is also 10k, if I'm not mistaken. I could be very mistaken, though. By the way, would you guys like to see a video on what I do every time I log in to make money? Every time I log in, I do some like daily tasks. I used to do Kingdom of Miscellanea or whatever it's called a lot for extra money on the side. Now I pretty much buy battle staffs and do a couple flips in the beginning and a little bit of farming to make like 700k. Like when I log in, pretty much. I can get up to 700, 800k as soon, like, within the first 15 minutes of me logging in now. I made a video of making 500k in 10 minutes, which I thought was a pretty good one. But I can make more money now, so maybe I'll do a video on that. Well, it looks like the battle staff margin really isn't very good right now, so we're going to skip out on that. Anyway, those monkfish sold, so we've got those going for us. Another one we can do is Karambwans. Although they're so cheap, I forget. Did they announce something that made them really, like, people not want them anymore? Or is that just a dumb meme on the Reddit page? Ew, that beast staff, yeah. That was kind of gross. Anyway, with the cooked Karambwans, they're always a big margin, but they never like sell, or not never sell. They never buy. It just takes forever. But we'll leave him in there, let him do its thing. We're going to recheck the Dragon Dart tips because we haven't sold any in a while. And I want to make sure these don't crash on us. But I doubt they will because of the update announcement. So, or unless, did they already add that in? I actually don't know. Does anyone know? Did they add that requirement in already? Or the Slayer requirement, I think, is what they added, right? Rip cooking 2K current bonds for cooking experience. You can cook sharks, right? Aren't sharks good GP for cooking? Like, I think it's pretty much free. I think you make from, if you cook sharks till 99, as soon as you can cook sharks, I think you make like 9 mil or something. Or as soon to the point where you don't burn them anymore. But everyone wants to do wines because it's the fastest way, right? So anyway, if you're just tuning into the stream, welcome to the stream. If you have any questions about what items you want to flip or anything like that with your cash stack, let me know and we'll find some good items for you. Not a problem. If you're enjoying the stream, please leave a like. It really helps me out a lot. And subscribe if you want more content like this. Now, I'm only going to be going for probably another 10 minutes here. But, you know, it's always good to see you guys in the chat. Come supporting the live stream and everything like that. Really good to see you guys. Is your 500k in 10 minutes video still viable? Yes, it's still viable. It's all flips. So, the only videos I really do relate to flipping, I mean, I do money-making ones sometimes, but it's definitely like 80% flipping videos, 20% just money-making with flipping or money-making in general videos. I'm not the best at finding money-makers in-game, to be honest. Try Runite Limbs. Honestly, I'm gonna stay away from the Runite Limbs, just because I don't really have experience looking at them. I never look at them, so I'm just gonna skip them for this live stream because I'm not super comfortable with that. Sharks have been in a weird price lately, probably because of the minnows. Yeah, my guess is they're gonna go back up, just because I think they're undervalued right now. But they're not gonna. I think they might be under. They might stay under. What is it, 1K for a good bit here, because that minnow method really screwed over sharks, and I'm kind of disappointed that that's how Jagex went about it. Now, like, you can just trade them in for sharks. Like, I think that's just kind of lame. I was hoping they would do it more so, like, you trade in the minnows for, like, a random amount of fish, and they just gave you a random amount. Like, obviously a percent that's proportional to the effort for catching minnows, but giving it all sharks is just like very unfair to the shark market, I guess, and that's like one of my favorite flips. So 10GP on Magic Logs. Yeah, I flipped Magic Logs for 10GP too. Magic Logs is a really good flip. It's definitely worth it, because I mean the limit on Magic Logs is, what was it, like 11k an hour or something? Yeah, 11k every 4 hours, and you can make some serious bank. When I did it earlier, I think I made like 100k on it. Let's see if we still have now. There's definitely, that thing's long gone. Instead of sitting here talking to you guys, let's flip some more items, right? Wine of Zamorak is actually not a bad one, but this is an item that buys slowly and sells slowly, so you'll buy it faster and sell it slower, just because, I mean, highly boughted item, so. See, like, the margin's like 20 GP-ish, but it just flips so slowly, so, I don't know. I have to go, but nice stream, and I will sub, mate. Good luck. Thank you, dude. I always appreciate the subs. Josh Carrier, thanks for tuning in. Always good to see you, man. And, thanks for, tuning in, enjoying the stream, and, glad to see you're subscribing. So, we'll put those Wines of Zamorak in. Actually, guys, those amethyst arrows and stuff, and, like, all the amethyst stuff might be good flips still. Price is still settling on those, I think. So, let's just try some out. I haven't done these yet, so this will be, kind of exciting. But yeah, I said this earlier in the live stream. If you guys are more into long-term RuneScape investing and stuff like that, I've got a video coming out hopefully on Sunday that has to deal with an item that I've been watching for a while, and it's hit a low price now, and I'm really excited to release it to you guys and give you the investment analysis on it. I don't know how long the video will be, but if you're into RuneScape investing, that is definitely something you might want to look out for. Anyway, looks like the margin's like 4GP. My guess is you can probably get 7K of these an hour. Actually, let's put in 10K and see what happens. As well with that, let's do the amethyst bolts in addition. Or I didn't know they were amethyst broad bolts. I just thought they were like amethyst coated adamant darts or something like that. That's good to know though. Did they not have? Oh, they don't have finished broad bolts. Wait. No, they do. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. It's been a long day for me. I woke up early. Alright, so what was it? So 5GP margin. You know what? Let's just shoot for it. Why not, right? So, my guess is it's a 10K limit. So we'll just wait and see what happens there. Again, thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. Glad you guys are enjoying the stream. If you have any questions about what items to flip and stuff like that, let me know in the live chat, and hopefully I can help you out, and some other people in the live chat can help you out as well. Do you guys like the music I use in the videos, by the way? Or should I maybe look for something else, or, you know? I'm just curious because I always use like the same kind of music from the same guy, and he's my really good friend, so that's why I use it, and it's, you know, free for me to use, so I really like it. But if you guys aren't enjoying the music and you want me to switch it up a little bit, let me know, because I definitely will. I just don't know what to switch to, really. So we're going to start selling those air orbs, but we didn't buy them all, but, I mean, I think we should start selling them, right? Wow, those sold like instantly. That's awesome. Okay. Wines of Zamorak are buying. I'm going to stop them just because I don't know if we'll be able to sell them before the stream ends. So I just want to make sure we can try to get them off. Amethyst arrows are starting to buy, so that's good. No bolts yet, though, so that's unfortunate. Adamant dart tips still struggling. I'm gonna leave them overnight and hopefully, you know, they will sell. I'm not too worried about it. They probably will. So, the music and volume is perfect. Great, awesome. What did you start with? Like how many coins did I start with, or like what items did I start with? Not exactly sure what you mean by that. But obviously, I'm happy to answer both questions. Coin-wise, when I started flipping, like, big time in old school RuneScape, I guess, I mean, I'd always flip before this, like, just building up, but I started this, like, cash stack of, I think we're at 62 mil when I started this live stream, so I started at about, I think it was, like, 10, 12 mil. It was in that range, and now I'm at 62 mil, so the thing with flipping, guys, is you want to keep a good cash stack on you at all times, like between at least 5 mil, preferably. Oh, what happened there? Anyway, preferably more. Like if you can keep let's see, like 10 mil or more, that's excellent, because the more money you have to flip with, the more money you're going to be making. So always keep some cash on you. Sorry, I'm like, I've been talking so much, I'm dying out here. But yeah, we're gonna start wrapping up the stream a little bit here. But you know, we're gonna try to start selling some stuff here, and you know, we'll just watch it. You know, I like talking with you guys. It's always good to have you guys talking in the live chat, enjoying the stream and things like that. Is my life sad? I'm watching you flip on RS. I mean, dude, I watch people flip on RuneScape all the time. I'm a big fan of watching other YouTubers flip, like flipping old school small XP lamp, Torvesta when he makes his videos. But no, I mean, maybe do you think I'm sad? Like, you think I'm a sad person? Then I mean, I guess your life would be sad. But I mean, watching people do money making stuff in video games is, I mean, it's what you evaluate it at, right? So, I mean, if you know how to make money, then watching people flip in RuneScape and stuff, you're going to learn how to make money faster, and you'll save more time in real life, pretty much. So, I mean, is it sad? Yeah, maybe, but you'll be saving real life time if you think about it in the long run, especially if you're playing RuneScape and watching people flip at the same time, multitasking. I think we bought them for 470, but I think the limit was 478. I'm not sure, though, but we'll just try. Wines of Zamorak sold, too, so that was good. That was a really big margin. If you guys want to do that right now, that was huge. That was like more than 20 GP, I think. Yeah, that's a really good flip. They're buying for, let's see, 1,654 and selling for 1,683. Obviously, check it yourself, check the margin again, because it could have gone down or whatever, and make sure it's a safe item for you, but I just made a lot of money off that, so it might be something you guys want to look into. It was fun to watch. Wasn't here all the time, but you're surely informative and entertaining, man. Got my sub. Thank you, man. I really appreciate when people sub. Obviously, as a growing channel, it's really big to me when people sub and leave likes on the video, and just positive feedback is great. And Corey, you said you subbed too, so thank you, dude. I really appreciate it. Looks like we're going to wrap up the stream here, guys. Looks like everyone's heading out, and not a problem to me. I hope you guys learned a lot. Today we were flipping high volume items. I'm going to think of a way to where I can hide the price I'm buying and selling at next time, so I can flip higher margin items, and then after I flip the item, I'll obviously reveal the price and the money I made off of it. But anyway, my name is Syratube. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this live stream. It's going to be something I'm going to try to get into, maybe like once or twice a week. If you guys like the live streams more than the videos, then I'll do more live streams. But if you guys want me to keep up the videos too, don't worry, I'll keep doing that. I can't pump out vids as fast as some other YouTubers, but I'm consistent, I'll tell you that. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you all next time.